Does buying a house for €1 sound too good to be true? You might be surprised to learn that it can actually be done even cheaper. We've come to Italy to find out more whilst continuing our European property search. We have been on a massive health kick and house hunting mission recently, so we have decided to come to our favourite country in Europe to combine the two. So we have come here to Italy and we are starting out our time here in this tiny townhouse in rural Sicily. I feel like I've been in this village 10 times all over Italy because they're dotted around everywhere and they're so quaint and picturesque, and whenever I come to places like this I just think, how are they not absolutely thriving? But I guess the problem with these places is that there's not a lot of work in these areas, and so most people, once they get to an age that they want to get jobs, move out, and what happens is that a lot of these buildings are actually left unused.
The Italian government have even set up initiatives all over Italy to try and breathe life back into these beautiful old villages. The most famous of those is the €1 house, where you can literally buy one of these old abandoned buildings for €1. Obviously that price point is very alluring, but we all know something like that is going to come with some stipulations. So we've come here to actually learn from our friends who know a lot more about this.
Meet Sara, Luca and their little girl Lucia. They've been sharing their adventures around the world for the past 6 years on their YouTube channel, Leave Everything and Wander. From travelling Alaska to Argentina in an old truck camper to now starting a new life in Sicily. So guys, is this one of the very famous €1 homes?
So guys, actually no, it is not.
Oh.
Like, this municipality is not taking part of the official €1 house program.
Okay.
But this will be cheaper than €1 house.
How is that actually possible to be cheaper than €1?
So when you buy a €1 house, you have to follow a lot of rules. So
Yeah.
you have to renovate it within 4 years. Then you have to show the project to the municipality. You have to follow a lot of rules.
Okay.
And
You need to move your residency here in the municipality.
I see, so it can't be a holiday home that
No.
you're doing.
And usually it's like a completely ruined, like it's just destroyed with no roof.
Oh,
Sometimes you
yeah,
have just a shell, and then inside is just. So you're gonna spend at least €100,000 to renovate it. And
So
if you buy like privately a property that's like 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 euro,
Yeah.
then of course that it's like a house.
Okay,
Then
so
of
there's
course
less.
the total cost of renovation is absolutely less.
Right.
Especially if you keep like we kept the structure of the house. We didn't change anything.
So when you see the like headline like €1 homes and you think, is that too good to be true? It is too good to be
it
true.
is too good to be true.
So not only it can be cheaper, but also easier to buy
Yes.
it this way and not the €1 house.
Right, because you don't have all the regulations
Yes.
around it in the same way.
You are more free.
Yeah.
You can just buy a holiday house and that's it.
Although Sara and Luca have been renovating this beautiful 1,000-year-old townhouse, it isn't actually their long-term dream. So why did you choose Sicily? Of all of Italy, why here?
So the weather and the prices, and our dream was to buy an olive grove with a sea view. And we travel all over Italy, and after seeing so many properties, we found the one here in Sicily.
We then drove to see the real reason Sara and Luca fell in love with this area.
We have just got to their olive grove, which is so impressive. I never considered looking for something with a sea view, and that was their number one thing they were looking for, was an olive grove with a sea view. It is absolutely stunning. And right here they have a old ruin which they can convert into their house eventually, which is why they're staying up in the village.
Guys, how big is this land? It seems massive.
It is 1.5 hectares. It's about around 4 acres.
Do you think that's big enough?
Who knows? I think it's big enough because you always think, just about picking the olives and harvesting the olives, but then there is so much more to do.
Yeah, of course. And for
All
2
year
people,
long.
it's a lot of work.
Yes.
Do you guys have any experience with farming and creating a life?
Not this like size.
Previously, no. Now we are getting more experience.
Yes.
Every year we learn so much because we need to to do everything.
Yes.
So
And there are so many people here with olive groves, so they have the experience. You know, even elderly people, they have done this like forever.
Yeah.
So we are trying to learn everything from them. Yes.
Extracting information
Exactly.
from everyone around.
Yes. I think it's nice to learn something new. You know, in every experience you do, you learn something, and this is a completely new chapter for us. Olive trees, like new.
And is this something that you've always dreamt of doing, or is it a relatively new dream?
for me it was always a dream.
Yeah.
I always had like the dream of having like an olive grove, especially. And
Okay.
for Luca was more, exotic plants like papaya, mango plantation, avocado plantation,
Coconut, banana.
So-
I want to plant this.
I mean, olives, coconuts, bananas, they all sound...
Yes, so we're
like the
trying to
best combo.
combine the two dreams.
Yeah.
And I think this is the perfect place.
Do you think that Emma and I could do something like this? With absolutely
asking them,
zero.
or you
I asked him.
They've already told us that we can't do it, and we haven't got the skills or the
I'm
know-how.
pretty sure they don't believe.
Because apparently you can't learn things in life. Yeah, do you think someone with no skills whatsoever could buy land? And
Yes, I'm always positive. I would say yes. Even for us was, will you ever, be able to rebuild a van, or just, and everybody say no, and
Yeah.
then we did it.
Yeah.
Probably also
Yeah.
it was the
exactly
same.
the same.
Yeah.
And for the trees and for an olive grove it's the same.
Yeah.
So
Just a different thing.
But obviously you're going to make mistakes, but mistakes aren't a problem.
I
That's how
believe
we
in you.
learn.
I believe
Yeah,
you guys.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if it burns down to the ground, we have a great video.
Oh God, let's hope that doesn't happen again.
We spent the rest of the afternoon exploring the property, discovering that blood orange is Noah's new favourite fruit, and hearing about their future plans for the place.
How long do you think it will be until you can live here?
So
Is that optimistic few years or is that realistic?
I think it's realistic to you.
optimistic 1 year, realistic 2
1
years.
year and a half, 2 years and a half, like realistic.
Okay.
By the end of 2026,
Yep.
it's realistic.
Okay. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Yeah.
We would like to take a moment to talk to you about today's video sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh are a service that provide fresh, pre-measured ingredients directly to your door. Inside the box, there will be numbered bags, and all you have to do is match the number on the bags to the number on the recipe card and start cooking. We really love this service as it means we can spend less time meal prepping and more time enjoying the summer. There are always new recipes being added to their list, which means that there's always something new to choose from, and today's recipe we have gone for is the pesto and mozzarella portobello burger, which I'm really excited about as it looks absolutely delicious. You can also play their new game Catch and Cook, where there are over 10,000 prizes to be won, including a culinary experience trip to New York. Inside your box you'll find a flyer like this one, and all you have to do to play is scan the QR code on the corner right there. We also have a really great discount for you guys of 60% off your first box, and then a further 25% off the next 2 boxes, as well as free desserts for life. If you're interested in making the most of this offer, make sure to use our link, which is down in the description below, or scan the QR code that's on the screen right now to redeem this offer.
So their neighbors actually prepared this feast for us. Arancini, I feel like, is Alex's favorite Italian food. So this is just
One of
singing to
many.
his heart right now. And then this is, what's this called again?
This is like pasta al forno. It's like pasta. It's Sicilian way to cook pasta. You cook first the pasta and then you mix it with peas, cheese, ham, bechamel, tomato sauce, eggs, and then you put it in the oven so that the cheese can melt,
That sounds delicious.
And then
And we've got meatballs as well,
and
just to top it
meatballs.
all up.
Yes.
And Sicilian beer.
Did you guys know that we have just started a diet? Like, I'm even smuggling in my bag, like a bag of lettuce. This is all I'm allowing myself to eat.
Are you crazy to start a diet before coming to Italy where the food is so delicious?
Especially Sicily, guys.
It's forbidden to start a diet before.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, we have to listen to the locals, I think, and tuck in. No diets today.
This is how we got ourselves in this situation.
Diet tomorrow.
That's what we always say for the last 10 years.
So we have been prioritizing health recently, and we know that you guys have had a horrible health scare recently. Would you mind telling us what happened and telling our audience what happened?
Of course, yes. We share a lot also on our YouTube channel because we think it's important to share also these kind of moments. In October 2022, Lucia was 7 months old. We were just sleeping, and Luca basically died. He died, and
Just remember 3 seconds saying, waking up 5 a.m. in the morning in my bed and saying to Sara, help, help, help. And then it just, my brain turned off, and Sara was really brave, and she was focused. Luckily she had training for CPR and this kind of situation, so she were really fast to do the procedure when I basically stopped breathing and stopped, my heart stopped. And
Do you know how long for?
like 30 seconds.
Yes.
30 seconds, like 20 something.
So
I
he
don't
stopped
know
breathing and you knew that he'd stopped breathing?
Yes,
and you
yes.
had
I
to...
was on the phone with the emergency line, with 118 is in Italy, and she was, guiding me, telling me what to do, because what was scary. I didn't know what was happening, because Luca is super healthy, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't smoke, the healthiest person that you can imagine. And now we know that he had like 3 strokes, like 2 at home.
3 strokes?
Yes, and then 1 at the hospital. And luckily the ambulance, they arrived, because we live in the mountains, isolated, no neighbors. So that was also a scary situation, because in my mind I knew, I have to wait for sure, like at least 30 minutes. So I need to do something, otherwise it would be like, it's not your moment. I said, this is just focus. And then the ambulance arrived, but he was like unconscious. And then we just discovered what was going on, the illness, and he stayed like 1 month at the hospital.
I woke up at the hospital, and all my left side of the body was paralyzed and numb, so I had to learn again to walk and to move and to touch and handle things, and that gave me a total new perspective of life.
For both of us. And
When you die, basically all your cells they start dying, because blood and oxygen they doesn't arrive. So I lost a piece of my brain. I died and still there dead. So when this happen, you can lose parts. It can be like something that you cannot talk, you cannot move some parts
You're
of your body.
extremely lucky
Yes.
to be
yes,
absolutely.
yes.
here completely.
Walking, talking,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we changed completely from that day. I changed for several reasons, and Luca changed for other reasons, but we are still together. We are here, stronger than before, trying to enjoy life as much as possible. So this is what matters, to be alive.
Yeah, of course.
I think this story is probably everyone watching at home's worst nightmare. Now that you're on the other side, what does health mean to you?
I think health is the most important thing we have, because when I woke up and I realized what just happened, I was like, okay, it doesn't matter how much money do you have in your bank account, how many kids you have, houses, whatever. Like if you are there in that bed and you're not able to move, to talk, you're not able to be there for your family, for your friends, for the ones you love, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, how much famous you are, you're there and you're alone,
And it means nothing.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I got goosebumps, and I don't know. Yeah, is it hard for you to talk about that time? Is it
Like now it's been almost 2 years, so it's we managed to overcome many things. Some traumas are still there, like now we moved to Sicily. One of the reasons why we came here, because we couldn't live anymore in the same house.
So it didn't happen in Sicily?
No, it happened in Piedmont, in the house in the mountains we have there. And for Sara, she still woke up in the middle of the night, dreaming what happened, and being in that room, in that bed, it was really hard on her. So we decided to change here and to be in another environment.
Thank you so much for telling us about it. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Okay, I think going on our little theme of health, I'm curious to know, is the land that you bought here sort of part of your health and healing journey after everything?
Yes, totally. 100%. Like Luca and I, we came here in 2020. Looking for some properties, because in our mind.
So before everything happened.
Before everything happened, and we didn't find anything. It was just curiosity and just let's see if we can like Sicily, and we like it we loved it. So we always said. We will come back one day and we'll buy something here.
Okay.
But we have the tendency to postpone things in life.
We know that feeling.
You say, okay, let's do it like next year and then next month, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then when everything happened to Luca, when he just was, healing out of the hospital, we said, you know what?
Life's too short.
Life's too short. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, And we have to go now, and we'll go to Sicily, and we'll buy the property. We're so convinced.
You knew it was the right
we knew it.
decision.
And, when we found the olive grove, for us, it's a place of rebirth.
Yeah.
And even the olive trees are so powerful. It's a tree that is so powerful. We have plants that are over 1,000 years old, and so you can feel the energy, and I'm here. I've been sitting here for so long, so I can give you the strength to just go ahead and to heal. And when you go on the land and you stay there, you have the sea view, you are in the middle of these beautiful trees. You can feel that you are recharging, and this is what is very important for us, recharge. And just for the mental health, having a place where you just can disconnect and enjoy.
We have had such a wonderful time with these guys, and to be honest, they're just a massive inspiration for us.
Obviously, with the health stuff goes without saying, but also how they're designing their perfect life right now. And we've never considered a townhouse before, but they've given us some food for thought.
Definitely, especially when you can get something like that so cheap to use almost as sort of a temporary, smaller project, whilst still being able to focus on that big, long-term life project.
Coming out here has helped us give a more rounded decision, as we've now checked out Portugal, Sweden and Italy.
Yes.
And I think, to be honest, this is probably going to be the end of the property hunt search content for a few months.
Yeah, I think we're still going to keep an eye open and ear open for these things, but it's not going to be making it to the videos.
Our priority right now is ourselves, health, and spending time with these guys has reaffirmed that even more. So for the next few months, we are going to be doing some different types of travel. We are very excited for the next video, guys, because we're doing something we've never done before.
And we might love it and we might hate it. I'm just really excited to share it with you guys.
Let us know down in the comments, if you were to buy a place, would it be Sweden, Portugal, Italy, or somewhere else?
Or would you buy one of these Euro homes, even though it is such a big project? Ow, 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 ow. No.
If you like the video, give it a big fat thumbs up. And if you want to check out HelloFresh, check out the link down in the description. And nothing left to say, but thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out.